Hey there, this is Tim, along with Kelly. We're Paragon Partners, and in this video I'm going to go over my last 30 eBay sales. So you can see how we're doing right now. We've had months in the last year anywhere from like about 4,000 to 18,000. At least right now things are up at the moment. I got this from my partner. And we did pretty good on it. You wouldn't think these old video cameras would sell, but they still do pretty good. I guess the two caveats is they sell a lot better if you have the components with it, especially the battery and the charger. But the other thing is you have to make sure these things work. There's always a high return on them because they're so fragile and they break. So it includes some testing as well. So they're a good item if they're to sell if they're properly working. So I didn't expect to get much out of this. This was just an old video game I had laying around. And it's not, what the heck, I'll put it up. Well, you can see we sold it for $5, but I had free shipping. So by the time I paid for everything, I'd be surprised if I even made $1 from it. Now, here's a laptop battery. I only sold this because I had it laying around. I acquired this as part of a larger lot. And usually I don't sell these because the reason why people are getting rid of these is because the battery is no good. And it doesn't hold a charge, so you go ahead and you sell these, and the return rate is really high. So this is an exception. This one actually worked out pretty well. I had two of these. This is the second one I sold, an Xbox hard drive, and I'm surprised these don't go for a lot of money. Again, we had it at $15 with free shipping, and it didn't sell for a while, so we lowered it. We finally got some action out of it. So likewise, I probably only made like $1 on this. This came out of a large electronics lot that we bought. I wasn't quite sure what we had. I looked up the comps and they were so-so, but we got a medium price for it, so I'm not complaining. I got a whole bunch of appliance parts. I got like 6 of these. Normally I wouldn't have put them up, but since I could lot them up, I went ahead and I put them up, and I've been slowly getting rid of them. Now, we got like 4 of these, and this is the first one I sold. So for new in box, it would go for $150 with free shipping. I see there's a lot of these out there. So you see I got 70, but I had to get free shipping. So I didn't make that much on it. This was another item I'm a little surprised we sold. My partner, Kelly, he gave this to me. And I put it up there, and it sold in less than 2 days. Now it sold for $18, so not a whole lot. But as an old Nikon film camera, it did better than I thought it would. This is an Xbox power supply. Now, I think if I do this over again, I may wait to get an Xbox to sell and I'll lot this all together. The problem with these power supplies is you're competing against all the Asian sources who can produce it and ship it for super cheap. So it was tough to make money on this, but I went ahead and put it up and it worked out. This is a second helmet that I purchased, and it sold pretty well. Now, I got 2 helmets, both for $5 each. And the one big issue is you have to make sure these helmets weren't in a previous wreck, because then they're no good. They're one-time use. So as long as that's okay, then they're pretty easy to sell. Now, this is something I'm surprised sold. This was a charger I got as a part of a larger lot. And I had sold all the main components, and this was just laying around. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead, I'll put it up. And it sold within a week for its full price. So just as a little afterthought, I'm happy with it. This was another thing. I didn't know quite what I had. It was a power transformer, and it sold in less than a week. Now, one thing, man, it was heavy. It was dense, as you might expect sometimes from electrical equipment. So I had to ship it priority, and that cost a little bit, but it was still a little better than I thought. This is finally the second AVO unit that I sold. And, I originally bought one of these some time ago. I used it for a while, and that's why I sold it. And when I bought it, it was just over $300. So I certainly didn't make what I put into it. I took like a $100 hit on my own purchase. Again, this is one of those appliance parts that's come out of a larger lot. And I just put it, I have like about 8 of these to sell. And it was one of those 8. So I'm glad it's going off to a good home. Now, this I got at the thrift store on their 50% off sale. So I got this for $5. bucks. And you can see I got 56 for it with $10 shipping. So I was happy with this purchase. This came out of a huge lot. There were 2 of these in that lot, and I couldn't put this on Amazon. So I was happy that we got the full price for it. Now, this one I was also happy with. So my partner, he bought a large medical lot. You may have seen some of the pipettes we've been selling. And these were some sieves that went within the lot. And these were good quality sieves. They have, you can't see it, but they have screens in them of different coarseness so they can screen out material. And they're used in the medical setting. And so after I was done, I went ahead and put them up. If you're to buy these each, they go for like about 25 bucks a pop. So I started off at 60, they didn't sell, but they went up 40, so I was happy with that. Of course, this one we're happy with. This was sold on consignment. It was given to us by a customer, and we got the full price we wanted. And so I mentioned the medical lot we got. We're getting to the end of these, but here are those pipettes that we've been putting together. We sold these on consignment. And none of these Xbox controllers, I'm pleased with how well we did. Now, at thrift stores, I see all the time Xbox controllers which are wired, and I can get them for $5 a pop, and they really don't sell. But these wired ones, wireless, they do pretty well. So I'm happy with the price we got. We sold this consignment from one of our customers, and you can see we did pretty well on it, so I'm happy with it. And this is another one we sold on consignment. Now, usually these TI calculators, the 82 series, they're about a $10 to $15 item, so they don't do that much. This is one of the more high-end TI calculators, and you can see we got $75, and that's the difference. I see all the time at the Throckmorton garage sales, the lower-end TI calculators that are used by high school and college students, and yeah, they really don't move that well. I'll say also anything HP calculators, those can do well too. Now, this was sold from the same consignor, and you can see this is a professional flash. A lot of times, with these flashes, they're just cheapy flashes from China. This is a good professional flash, and that's why we got the large amount for it. Now, my partner, he purchased for $200 this huge office lot. And it's just all the leftover equipment in the office. And this was one of those things in that lot. So I said, well, okay, I'll go ahead, I'll put it up. And we accepted, I believe it was $40 for it, and the shipping was $20. And we had already made our money back from the lot. So anything else is just bonus, which I consider this to be. This also came out of the office lot. We got this for, we sold it for $40. And you know, I wasn't expecting to get anything for it, but we actually did pretty well on it. And this was actually brand new in the case. It had never been used. So we did pretty well on it. Again, here's one of those other helmets I was talking about. Same thing, $5, as long as it's not used in the wreck. We sold this from the consignor, but we had to give half a refund because it wasn't power charging all the way. Remember, I talked about with laptop batteries, and that's one hard thing to test. So we ended up giving the 50% refund on it. Now, I got this at the thrift store again at half off sale, and I'm continually amazed at how well these phones do. I'll say the big thing is they have to be office phones, not home phones, and they do better when they're part of a larger lot. So you have the main set plus all the accessory cradles, and of course they have to be complete. For every cradle, you have to have the power cord that goes with it. But what I like about these is you can easily find them at thrift stores, and they always sell for pretty cheap. So I've been doing well on these. Here's one of those appliance parts we got out of a used lot. This has been hanging around a while, so we reduced the price and it finally sold. I believe this is the last time. Again, this is one of those items I just had laying around that came out of a huge lot where I'd already sold the main stuff. And I was just getting down to the bottom of the barrel saying, oh, I'll go ahead, I'll put it up. And you can see we got $17. So I think that's a freebie for me. I'm not complaining about it. Anyway, that's it. If you have any questions or comments, be sure and leave them below. Please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching this. Cheers.